just kind of telling you guys this is not its final look. It will get fully painted. I want to paint the engine bay, interior and exterior all the same color in the cage. So that's why it's kind of looking a little ugly right now. Just mainly concerned about making some of the events this year. Welcome back to another video, guys. Today it is time to do some 2JZ stuff yet again. It is time to drop it in. Hopefully, I think I have everything done where the engine and transmission can go in the car today. It is still sitting here. I got a chain on it. The transmission is attached. I've been working on this thing for a little bit. Got back from the event. I actually need to move this thing outside so I can get the S14 on the lift, or at least in, you know, in the middle, away from the skyline, so I can hopefully get the motor kind of positioned in the engine bay, figure out what I need to do, if anything. I'm hoping it just drops right in, but I do need to go ahead and move these brake lines back up against the firewall. Need to figure out the power steering rack because it's a little bit wonky right now, but that's not a huge deal. I need to clean up a little bit more. We'll do that when I get on the lift. And there are just little few things here and there, like I need to figure out this battery tray, like kind of get it out of the way, cut it out or whatnot. I am still waiting on suspension. It's taking a lot longer than I expected to. That's why it's still on the jack stand in the back, because, long story. Anyway, it'll get suspension here in a couple weeks. But once we get the motor dropped into the S14, we'll be able to start running the lines and the wiring. I do have a lot of the wiring. I don't quite have all the lines yet, because I'm gonna go ahead and figure out what I need. When I start running everything, I'll figure out what I need then and order it in. I've never really done anything like this. I've never done a swap. I've replaced motors, but I've never swapped anything. So running the new lines and a fuel cell. Oh, I got the fuel cell in. I'll show you the fuel cell and the new wiring in the ECU. I've never done that, so I'm not really sure, but I think we can figure it out. This bad boy right here is the new Radium 10-gallon fuel cell. That's gonna go back in the trunk. I'll go ahead and go over that some other time, but I'm excited. It's time to get the 2J finally moving into the car. So I've been doing a little bit of cleaning up. Jordan has this 240 right now on the lift, trying to find an exhaust leak. At the shop looking all spick and span. Got all the 240 parts over there that need to go on the car. But once Jordan's done here, we're gonna get this one up on the lift, take a look at it. Alrighty, got the 240 on the lift. Ended up putting on the rear two tires. Now we're gonna go ahead and start off by removing this old battery tray, because the battery will now be relocated in the rear, and start cleaning this up. We got the power steering rack all straight and aligned and tightened down. Got the brake lines out of the way, so hopefully we can get the engine in tonight and we don't run into too many snags. Well, got that piece of junk battery tray off. Had to drill a few holes to drill out the tacks. I need to cut this piece off as well. Hoping it's easy to relocate the battery to the back. Also have to make like the little firewall right there for the fuel cell, but that's for a later day. Might need to bang in the training tunnel just a little bit, but we're gonna go ahead and hook it up, kind of slide it in here and see how much we need to knock it in. What are you whispering about? Huh? Huh?
Just a little bit.
Huh? Just a little bit. So we got the motor sitting in the car. Now the mounts are through the subframe, just barely. I'm not sure if it needs to go back a little farther. I mean, it's about there. Only problem is we got to get the transmission up, which the whole clearance issue of the tunnel, so is what we might run into. We might need to hammer it out. I'm not sure how recommended it is, but just use the jack and kind of jack it up into place. I mean, it's pretty much there. It just needs to go a little bit farther. But it went in decently smoothly overall, not too bad. Took us a couple attempts. Hopefully we don't have to take it back out and beat it out, but I think we'll feel it out and see how it goes. It's pretty much plug and play. I mean, it's a step in the right direction. We still have a lot more to do.
I mean, I'd rather it be here than there.
Yep, it's better to be in the car. Frees up some room for another 2JZ.
The what?
Alrighty, so we got the transmission all bolted up pretty much. It does sit a little bit low, as you can see here. Sits about that, you know, what was it, a couple inches low? I'm not sure if that's how it's supposed to be. We also test fitted the drive shaft and we're good to go on that. It's bolted in. We're checking clearance of everything. It looks good. We did not bang in the training tunnel, but as you can see, it is touching, which I don't think that's a horrible thing, but I don't know. We'll see. If it's causing some issues, we will have to kind of clear it up a little bit right here, but for now, we're just gonna roll with it. Now we're gonna go ahead and tighten down the motor mounts and start figuring out the plan to run all the lines, like the power steering and, you know, everything else. I guess we have a lot to do, but it's a step. It's looking good. All right, so we got it pretty much bolted in for the night. It's about 12:30. We're gonna call it here and come back at it tomorrow. Well, it's the next day. I wanna show you guys a little improvement I made to the warehouse little lobby area. If you're new to the channel, this is the lobby area of the warehouse. Got a little couch, got little tables and stuff, got the fridge, and then we have this little entertainment system here. We're actually just keeping a bunch of snacks underneath there right now. There's like napkins and stuff in here. We got our little candy box, some chips, got our drinks in here. Plan was to put a TV up on the wall, however, there are like metal studs in the wall. We really didn't want to drill through them since they're like metal and structural, so we're gonna ditch the wall idea. We're gonna go ahead and put the TV on top of the fridges. However, I did lose the feet to the TV, so I need to find some more feet or some way to mount it just on top of the refrigerators over here. This place is definitely coming together. I think this is we moved into the warehouse, I think it was late December, and it's February like 15th today. So we've been in it a few months, couple months here and there. Definitely moving over slowly. So it's definitely been a process moving over slowly. Still have a few things to do. I do want to get a air supply for the warehouse. So I'm thinking, this is our little supply closet in here. I'm thinking about putting an air compressor about here, maybe up along the wall. We'll be able to close the door and hopefully it'll kind of keep some of the noise down. Or in the back corner, way back there's a little bit of room. Nice to have air, and we can run lines. I'm not sure how we'd run the lines like through. I don't know if we want to drill through the wall or the door anyway, but we get the lines out, run it overhead, and we'll be able to attach a little spool up to the top and run an air line down to the bay here. Picking up where we left off yesterday, the engine is in the car. The transmission is up against it pretty snug like, so we'll see on that. But now I'm gonna go ahead and start eyeballing the lines. I've done a little bit of research online, and I believe the water line right here, I believe this is what they tap into to run to the turbo, and then it feeds back in somewhere. I'm not sure, I'll have to look it up again to make sure. But this right here is the oil return, and the oil feed is, they had the twins on, so this is one oil feed, and this is the other. I think people usually pull the front one, I believe, or rear, it doesn't really matter. I do have a CX Racing line kit, so I can tap into that, put it to the turbo, and then drain it down back into the pan. I'm not worried about that. Mainly need to eyeball water lines and figure out where I need to run from those. Today, I am going to go ahead and try to finish up a few little things here and there as far as intake manifold, little stuff, figuring out the power steering probably. I just have the brake booster sitting in here. This is the Chase Bays brake booster eliminator. I have a whole bunch of Chase Bays stuff. Pretty much everything for a 240 from Chase Bays, I have it over here in these boxes. I need to go ahead and start laying stuff out. I'm gonna go ahead and start doing that. I'll check back in with you guys. Alright, I've been working on putting a few lines in. Got the power steering Chase Bays line kit all installed. It is looking good, along with the brake booster eliminator and the new slave cylinder. It's Willwood all the way around. It's looking solid. Got it all connected to the pedals in there. This is a good stopping point for right now for this video, and then I'll go into another video about running all the Chase Bays stuff. I know right now the car is not 100% looking as best as it could. That is kind of my plan. So my plan is for this season, I'm gonna go ahead and get the motor in, get it all running, kind of iron out some wrinkles for it, get it good, go ahead and get some seat time under my belt in the car, dial it in, and then probably next season, if I need to or if I have time, I'll go ahead and yank the motor back out, do a little refresh on it, and I'll get some paint on the car. I am gonna wrap it for now, but like I want to paint the bay and make it look nice and go over it. Even like the little hardware, like stuff like this, like the little hardware on like the power steering reservoir. I want to make it all look really nice, because right now there's some spots like I just spray painted over the holes in the firewall that it just got welded in. Just kind of telling you guys this is not its final look. It will get fully painted. I want to paint the engine bay, interior and exterior all the same color in the cage, so that's why it's kind of looking a little ugly right now. Just mainly concerned about making some of the events this year in this car. I have made one in the E36, but that's just like a seat time practice car. This is going to be the main competition car, so still got a lot of work to do, but we're making progress for sure. Alrighty guys, I'm gonna end the video there. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up and subscribe. Helps more people find the videos and the channel. My camera just died, so end it on the iPhone. Thanks for watching guys. Catch you guys in the next one.